Welcome to the According to Wes podcast. I'm your host, Wes, and I'm dedicated to cultivating calm and resilience in a busy world, no matter what my family says. But more on that at a later date. Today, we're delving into a timeless piece of wisdom, a comforting reminder to stay grounded in the present. Today, we'll be exploring the profound meaning behind the quote, "Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present." This quote speaks directly to our tendency to get caught up in anxieties about what lies ahead. Our minds have a remarkable, sometimes troublesome ability to project into the future, conjuring up scenarios, worries, and uncertainties that can rob us of our peace in the present moment. For example, will I live to play GTA 6? It just got delayed. Kind of worried about that. However, let's break down the first part of the quote, "Never let the future disturb you." This is it's not a suggestion, but like a call to action, or rather an inaction. It advises us against allowing the unknown and the yet to happen to disrupt our current state of mind. Like, how often do we find ourselves consumed by worries about office politics and your social life challenges, your wife spending too much money, or even the existential questions about the distant future, like, will I live to play GTA 6? I joke about that, but these anxieties will, they're preparing us. They often serve only to create unnecessary stress and diminish our enjoyment of the here and now. These anxieties, while seemingly preparing us, often serve only to create unnecessary stress and diminish our enjoyment of the here and now. Like a slow, sloppy BJ on a Sunday afternoon. Who wants to be thrown out of that thought and that mindset of ecstasy? Like, who doesn't enjoy that? Think about the energy we expend worrying about things that may never come to pass. We build elaborate mental narratives of potential problems, playing out worst case scenarios in our minds. This mental rehearsal of suffering can be incredibly draining, leaving us feeling anxious and overwhelmed even before we encounter any actual difficulty. The quote encourages us to recognize this tendency and to consciously choose not to let these future projections disturb our present tranquility. The second part of the quote offers a powerful source of reassurance. You will meet it if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. It reminds us that we are not entering the future unarmed. We possess the very same cognitive abilities, our reason, our logic, our problem-solving skills that we use to navigate the challenges of our current reality. Lord willing, guys, stay away from hard drugs and the love of a woman that make you bust out the windows of her car. That's the only way, one of the only ways, the surefire ways that your reason and logic stays with you. Trust me, I know. Consider the obstacles you faced in the past. You've navigated them, you've learned from them, you've found solutions. You didn't possess some magical future power that isn't available to you now. You use your intelligence, your experience, and your capacity for rational thought to address those situations. This quote assures us that the future, when it arrives, will be met with the same fundamental tools that we employ today. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the unknown nature of the future. It can seem vast and unpredictable, filled with potential threats. But this quote anchors us in the reality of our own capabilities. It reminds us that our capacity for reason, for logical thinking, for analyzing situations and making informed decisions is a constant. It is our reliable companion, our inherent strength that travels with us through time. Think about a time where you were deeply worried about something in the future, a job interview, a difficult conversation, a health concern. When the future arrived, you likely drew upon the reasoning skills that you possess to communicate, to understand the situation. You didn't suddenly become a different person devoid of your intelligence. You use the same mind that is currently processing this podcast, the same mind that navigates your daily life. The quote highlights cognitive resources, the ability to think critically, to weigh options, to learn and adapt. These are not fleeting attributes that disappear when we step into the future. They are integral parts of who we are, our weapons of reason. They are always at our disposal. This doesn't mean that the future won't present challenges. It will. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. However, the quote lies in shifting our focus from the uncertainty of the future to the certainty of our inherent capacity to deal with it. By trusting in our ability to reason and problem solve, we can alleviate much of the anxiety that the unknown often generates. It's about cultivating a sense of inner confidence in our ability to handle whatever comes our way. Instead of being paralyzed by fear of the unknown, we can find strength in the knowledge that we possess the mental tools to navigate it effectively. So, how can we apply this wisdom in our daily lives? One key is to become more aware of our thought patterns. When we notice ourselves spiraling into the future-based anxieties, we can gently remind ourselves of this quote. We can ask ourselves, what evidence do I have that I won't be able to handle this if it happens? What skills and knowledge do I possess that I can draw upon? Another helpful practice is to focus on the present moment. Mindfulness techniques such as meditation or simply paying attention to our breath and our surroundings can help us anchor ourselves in the here and now. Another helpful practice is to focus on the present moment. Mindful techniques such as meditation or simply paying attention to our breath and our surroundings can help us anchor ourselves in the here and now, reducing power of the future-oriented worries. We can also build our weapons of reason by continuously learning and growing. The more knowledge and skills we acquire, the better equipped we are to face future challenges. This isn't just about academic learning or college and certifications. It includes developing emotional intelligence, improving communication skills, and cultivating resilience in the face of adversity. Every experience, every lesson learned strengthens our ability to reason and adapt. Again, guys, using hard drugs and being involved romantically with toxic women will definitely slow down obtaining your weapons of reason. Furthermore, it's important to diminish between productive planning and unproductive worrying. Planning involves taking concrete steps in in the present to prepare for potential future scenarios. Worry, on the other hand, is often a repetitive cycle of negative thoughts that don't lead to constructive action. The quote encourages us to focus on the former and to let go of the latter. Ultimately, this quote offers a powerful message of self-trust and present moment awareness. It reminds us that our greatest strength lies not in predicting or controlling the future, which is often impossible, but in cultivating our inner resources and trusting in the ability to navigate whatever comes our way, using the very same intelligence and reasoning that guides us today. By embracing this perspective, we can free ourselves from the unnecessary burden of future anxieties and find greater peace and presence in the only moment that truly exists, now. Thank you for joining me on the According to West podcast. Until next time, may you find peace in the present and trust in your inherent strength to meet whatever the future holds.